Welcome to Sony's State of Play, September 24th, 2025. I did not know this was happening. Yet again, I only heard about this because I opened my YouTube, and one of the first things in my recommended was one of those posts that's like, give that presentation a grade. And I was like, there was a presentation? There was a State of Play today? I did not hear about this. I didn't see anything about it. On YouTube, when you see a community post, and then there's that button below it to open the comments, it shows the first comment. So the only thing I know about this is that they showed that new Wolverine game, because that's what that comment said. Something about the new Wolverine game. I didn't open it and look at anything. I didn't look at any of the comments or anything, but this is a little bit weird because I'm not looking at these, but there's a lot of they actually timestamped it, which is they don't usually do. But yeah, Sony State of Play. I have a PS5, so maybe they'll show some stuff here that's interesting to me. I am more of a Nintendo fan. In general, the Nintendo Directs tend to be better than the States of Play, but that's mostly just because while I like Sony's first-party exclusives most of the time, their marketing and advertising and hardware usually is nowhere near as good as their games. But without any further ado, let's see what they have to offer for this State of Play. Yeah, volume should be good. Pokemon's mature content may not be suitable for all audiences, yeah. That's what you expect out of a gaming showcase. There's gonna be some M-rated games. Some T games. Okay.
Every time the sun dies, time stretches and tears.
What am I looking at? This looks like a Doom game. This looks like Doom.
Scan for Soltari signals.
It's definitely not, though.
Approximating.
Is that the thing from the ridge?
Confirmed.
The thing that, I don't know if I'm interested in this game yet or not, but the thing I do appreciate about it is that it actually shows gameplay. I hate it when you get trailers in these things, and they're just cinematic trailers, no gameplay, no release date. The thing that makes a great trailer to me is a release date. That's not necessary because sometimes there is no release date yet, but a release date is really nice. But mostly gameplay. If it's just cinematic, I don't even regard it as a proper trailer. If it's just a cinematic trailer, I don't even count it because I don't care. Show me what your game is. That's what I care about, and I appreciate them starting with something with gameplay.
Stay out of my way.
Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. Today we are thrilled to show off this first look of gameplay for Saros running on PS5.
Saros?
Saros builds on Returnal's award-winning action and tells the emotional.
Oh, it's the same people that made Returnal? I didn't play that one.
On the shape-shifting planet of Carcosa.
I heard some people liked it. This looks very Destiny-like though, and I did not like Destiny when I played it.
Here we show off one of our exciting combat features, the Soltari Shield. By holding R1, you can defend yourself and absorb projectiles.
I don't know if it's the resolution dynamically changing or if the bitrate is just terrible. Probably just the bitrate with YouTube. I don't know why. YouTube's bitrate has been very, very bad as of late, and I think they're doing it on purpose to sell more premium memberships for the higher bitrate version uploads.
By absorbing projectiles, you can now hit back hard using your power weapon. By holding the adaptive trigger on L2, you'll be able to destroy enemies using eclipse-driven weaponry.
Thank you for pointing out the adaptive trigger. I never would have known to use that otherwise. I was gonna try and hit the non-adaptive triggers.
Soltari holocache detected.
Mark it on the map.
So I have a PS5. It's actually right here because I got it set up at my PC to do capture footage of Bloodborne. But I have a PS5. These adaptive triggers suck dick. Now, when I got it, I thought they were pretty cool. I think it's a really cool idea. However, I have not had this that long. I have not played it that much. The only PS5 game that I played that's for PS5 was I played Spider-Man 2, which was, you know, disappointing all in its own right. But I played Astrobot. And then I played a bunch of PS4 games that don't even use the adaptive trigger. Oh, I played Hogwarts Legacy too. I played the PS5 version of that. That was fun. But I played a bunch of PS4 games that don't even use the adaptive triggers. And then when I switched back to a PS5 game, the adaptive triggers are like super stiff and rattle the controller like an insane amount. They like busted themselves somehow. Like I don't know. I know normally you hear someone like that and it's definitely their fault. But I swear to God, I am always incredibly careful with my controllers. I'm not like slamming them around or slamming them on the table or anything. I'm very careful with my electronics and I really have no idea what's wrong with those adaptive triggers. I think they're just really prone to breaking because of the way that they function, because I think they're still just spring-loaded.
Here is a Soltari hololog, where you can learn more about lost Carcosa.
I'll try to forget.
Hold up for me. I will find you. I promise.
I only realized that because I tried to go back to Astrobot to play the new updated content, the like speedrun challenges and stuff. I would still say a PS5 is worth getting. Astrobot itself is a godsend of a game. Yeah, this game is looking like not something I care about at all. But I can see there's probably people out there.
This is Second Chance, where you can be revived on first death to get straight back into the action. Second Chance is part of our permanent progression systems, which means you will always come back stronger.
You want to join the show, Nico?
The sun is forever.
We hope you loved that first look at gameplay. We're looking forward to revealing more on our mysterious and moving story and our amazing ensemble cast of NPCs in the coming months. Next year is when you'll be able to play Saros on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro. Thanks for watching.
I forgot
We
they're doing
can't wait to
PS5
share
Pro
more
already.
from all of the team working on Saros.
I will say that, like, exoskeleton robot looking metal stuff on the character's back definitely is Dead Space inspired. Saros. Come back stronger, okay. Makes sense with the mechanic. March 20th, 2026. It has a release date. 2 months before my birthday. What is it? Why are you showing the times of the broadcast that's already broadcasting?
You
I mean, I'm
actually
watching the
want to
VOD
deploy
version.
her? You cannot be serious.
Cascade is one of our most highly trained operants.
She's been
Pre-alpha
shelved for
gameplay
5
footage.
years. The parties marked her as a failure.
She won't have to do it alone. Her old squad is still out there.
I thought they'd all been ripped to shreds.
Probably. But she can scrape what's left of them back together. Lead them to their deaths all over again.
And what if she butchers it like last time?
We'll do what we always do. Throw more assets at the problem. We have plenty more.
I guess. She's a pathetic, fragile embarrassment. And her methods are so unhinged.
But they get results, no?
Long-range missiles get results.
Show a little faith. We're at the end of history. Everything that could go wrong already has.
Okay. I didn't have a single thing to say about that one. I don't even know what I was looking at there. Some kind of Russian murder mystery, I guess. Russian spy thing. Malaysia Airlines. Is this Microsoft Flight Simulator? This is Microsoft Flight Simulator. Why is there so long spent on Microsoft Flight Simulator? Okay, I am actually going to skip forward. I do not care about Microsoft Flight Simulator in the slightest. That's the good thing about watching this not live. I can actually skip the things I don't care about and not waste
Hostiles
time.
inbound.
Not
100
waste my
meters
time
and
or your
closing.
time.
I got 2, east side.
Moving right to left.
I got 3, west side. Frame shoot. On the T of execute.
Please tell me this isn't more Call of Duty.
2. 1. Execute.
Battlefield, okay.
The world as it's commonly known has crumbled.
I've never really played a Battlefield game,
Alliances that
so I
held
don't
since the
have
end
an
of World
opinion
War
on them.
II?
They look fun.
Gone.
They look fun.
This is Pax's ballsiest play yet.
I like Call of Duty. I just really don't care about Black Ops.
Want to help our friends take back this rock?
You're playing a dangerous game, no doubt about it. Wouldn't be Daryl without insurmountable odds.
The whole world's gonna look different now. Just takes a little shake of perspective.
Gotta love a challenge.
That a Scottish accent I just heard? This is Battlefield Scotland Yard.
Stand by for re-attack call.
Light 'em up!
See, the actual destruction mechanics in Battlefield are what I think is cool about them.
Kincaid will pay for this.
But we don't know how high it goes.
You trying to start a war with the CIA?
That is not the fucking question!
This is it. I know what I gotta do.
Interesting to put
Hey everyone, I'm Sean
such
Benson.
strong
That's
language
Schumann.
in your
Sean
trailer.
and I are back to share news and release dates for games coming to PS5.
But first, thanks to EA and Battlefield Studios for that new look at the single-player campaign for Battlefield
God,
6.
Sony, you really
It
need to work
launches
on your
October
UI
10th
for this.
on
This is
PS5.
terrible.
Now, let's celebrate one of my favorite games of all time, which is marking its 25th anniversary this year. Deus Ex returns.
Deus
This
Ex.
PS5 remaster
I've never
is a
played the Deus Ex
collaboration
games. I was gonna
between
say, this
Eidos
looks like
Montreal and Aspyr,
Half-Life
the studio behind
kinda
remastered
graphics.
classics like Tomb Raider and Soul Reaver.
On its way back to the people. And you can't do a damn thing about it.
You play as Jade.
It's on its way back to the people.
The studio behind remastered classics
Hold
like
on.
Tomb Raider.
I like how so you look at the change. The character models here completely changed. They go like full HD.
and Soul
It's
Reaver.
on its way back to the
The background does not change at all. It's just higher resolution. They like completely remodeled every NPC character model here, but the backgrounds are all the same. Just higher resolution and widescreen.
And you can't do a damn thing about it.
You and Soul Reaver.
On its way back to the people. And you can't do a
And the
damn
mouth
thing
animation
about it. You play
is
as JC Denton,
Don't tell me you're going to wear your
an augmented
just as
operative
goofy.
working to uncover the truth.
Vision is augmented.
This new version adds enhanced visuals, overhauled controls, and support for key PS5 features like haptic feedback. Deus Ex influenced a generation of RPGs with its
I would
emphasis
play
on
this
choice
on
and
PC.
consequence. No two playthroughs unfold the same. Deus Ex Remastered arrives on PS5 early next year. It's almost Halloween.
But I'd probably play the original.
And you know what they say? Everyone's entitled to one good scare.
But it's not going to be Resident Evil. Oh, it's
Death
actual
comes
Halloween.
to Haddonfield in Halloween the Game. A tribute to
Oh,
the
right,
John Carpenter classic.
This was revealed before.
The team at Ilphonic invites players to an asymmetrical horror sandbox.
This is being made
where
by
you
the
can
people
play
that
as
did
a
the Killer
civilian
Clowns
survivor
game, right?
Or Michael Myers himself. In each game, it's up to you as survivors to save these hapless townfolk or to hunt them down as Michael Myers. He possesses unique abilities like shape jump, allowing him to move around the map unseen and pop out where you'd least expect him. Playing as a civilian, it's up to you to lead townsfolk to safety, find a phone, and call the police for help. Civilians can also scavenge for gear and weapons to help them survive when they inevitably cross paths with the unstoppable Michael Myers. Become the boogeyman or protect his victims when Halloween the Game launches on September 8th, 2026.
September 8th. The hell do you mean? It's almost Halloween, guys. It's time for spooky things. By the way, this horror game we're showing you after this, it comes out next Halloween, and it's not even Halloween. It comes out next September, right before Halloween for some reason. But it's next year.
Two big
That's
announcements
this
from
is
11th
rude.
Hour Games. First,
That's
their
epic.
hit action RPG, Last Epoch, is in development
Or
for
Epoch.
PS5. This celebrated dungeon crawler is known for its extensive skill customization, deep and rewarding loot system, and massive time-traveling world. You'll battle through the past, taking down gods and toppling cursed empires to save
You know
the
what?
world from its ruined
This looks
future.
better than Diablo 3.
As for that second announcement,
I'm down with dungeon crawlers as long as it's not Diablo 3.
Last Epoch's first major expansion, Orobis, will arrive at the same time as the upcoming PS5 release. The Seven Deadly Sins Origin is an open-world RPG based on the beloved Japanese series, offering a vast single-player
I'm not
campaign
into anime
and
stuff at
multiplayer
all.
areas where cooperation and exploration go hand in hand. Follow in the footsteps of Tristan, the Prince of Britannia, and play an original
Stuff like
story
this
you
I'm
can
willing to
experience
watch though
only
because
in the game.
my wife might be interested in it.
Capture creatures,
She likes anime stuff.
go fishing, cook your own meals, mine resources, and craft new items as you explore Britannia on your own. Or step beyond the open world to tackle dungeons with a team of up to 4 other players. In a multiverse that transcends time and space, original heroes join forces with beloved characters from the series to embark on a grand adventure. Venture out alone or with friends when the Seven Deadly Sins Origin arrives on January 28th.
Yeah, she might be interested. I don't know how she feels
Two
about that
iconic
show.
characters finally meet in Sonic Racing Crossroads.
But that character is
launching on PS5 tomorrow.
heterochromia, so
Mega Man and his trusty vehicle, the Rush Roadster,
Mega
join the
Man?
lineup as part of the Mega Man DLC pack that arrives early next year. But they're not alone. Proto Man also
yeah, I'm gonna be
speeds into
real.
the pack.
When it comes to racing games like this, Unless it's
Also
Mario
included
Kart,
is a
I
stunning
don't care.
reimagining of Dr. Wily's
I would
castle from
include
the Mega Man
Burnout on that
series.
list, but they haven't made one in actual
Familiar sights and
decades.
sounds will take players back to some of Mega Man's most memorable adventures. The Mega Man DLC pack comes to PS5 next year as part of the Season Pass and Digital Deluxe Edition.
I couldn't get
The
into
early
Forza,
unlock
I didn't
period
care
is
about it.
already underway,
I
so
never played
Digital
Need for
Deluxe Edition
Speed,
owners
so
can
those
get
might
into
be
Sonic
okay.
Racing Cross Worlds right now.
But every Mario Kart ripoff and clone is just nowhere
Up
near as
next,
good. They're never
two
gonna.
announcements from Koei
They're
Tecmo
never
Games,
gonna be as good.
including a release date for Neo 3.
Koei Tecmo. It's not gonna be the Zelda Warriors.
Shogun.
Kurimatsu, why? You'll never understand what it means.
They said release date for Neo 3 is coming. I couldn't get into Neo.
I am Himiko. On my honor as queen, I shall defeat Hiroko.
My timeless friend, I trust you. Nothing will stop me from becoming Shogun.
So long as this dark radiance exists, my fights will continue.
When it comes to Asian, or specifically Japanese inspired games, I think the one I would be most interested in playing is Ghosts of Tsushima, or what's the other one? There's Rise of the Ronin, I know that one. There's another one I'm trying to think
Maybe
of.
you don't want it enough. What makes a Shogun anyway? Takachio! Strength and superiority are what make a Shogun, and I have both!
Strength alone is not enough to end this war.
Okay, that was Ghost of Tsushima. That was made by Sucker Punch. I feel like there was another one. Is it a remaster or a remake? Sorry, I got distracted by that nice guitar. Okay, so Dynasty Warriors remake makes sense. I have no idea which one that is. 3, okay. Never played Dynasty Warriors. The one I wanted to play was Hyrule Warriors, but it's almost impossible to find a goddamn copy on the Switch anymore. I don't know why. I don't know if it was just a limited... What the hell am I looking at?
Snuffed from existence.
Bandai Namco.
Our focus.
That's how you start your
Our true
trailer.
objective
What is this?
is to save this world. Our current
Oh, is it another
world.
anime game? It's another anime game.
Need I remind you that tampering with history is strictly forbidden? It's time I faced my past. Let's go.
That was a wild frame to start this trailer on.
Today, you'll pay your dues!
That's Code Vein? That's Code Vein! Okay, so I played Code Vein when it came out. I think I got it on Xbox. Because the only modern console I had at the time was the Xbox One. And I played it because it was supposed to be like, it's a Souls-like, it's just like Dark Souls. I didn't think it was nearly as good or as much like Dark Souls as I would have wanted. I love Dark Souls. I did not love Code Vein. I never got too far in it, and Jesus Christ, this one looks wild. And to specify, not wild in a way that I care about.
Back in June, we debuted Final Fantasy Tactics, the Ivalice Chronicles, right here on State of Play.
Today, we're joined by the game's director, followed by news from other special guests who are joining us just
Her
as
glasses
Tokyo Game
look
Show
fake.
kicks off in Japan.
Like, I know there's lenses in them because I saw the glare, but they look like cropped glasses with how plasticky the frames look. It was distracting me. Final Fantasy Tactics.
多くの方がこのタイトルをお気に入りの一本として挙げてくださっており、オリジナルスタッフの一人として大変嬉しく思います。今回、イワリスクロニクルズという新しい形で再び皆様にお届けできることに我々もワクワクしています。フルボイスや難易度調整など。
I'll be honest, I'm gonna skip that one. What in the whiplash?
アンクルさん、いよいよ発表できる時が来ました。はい。タイトル名はレッド・イット・ダイ・インフェルノです。
なるほど。ということは、
Let It Die Inferno?
後継作品ってことですね。
はい。開発チーム頑張ってます。
Sequel to Let It Die. I've never heard of that.
近接アクションとローグライトを軸に PVPVE
Oh god, the bit rate! The bit rate!
エクストラクションアクションゲームとなっています。プレイヤーは地獄門と呼ばれる巨大な穴を探索するレイダーとなり、たくさんの
Why is the bitrate so bad on this one? I can't see half of what I'm supposed to be seeing. Oh my god, that motion blur.
踏破を目指します。今度は地獄なんですね。はい。
I think it's the bitrate trying to process all the 8,000% enhanced post-processing effects they're showing off here.
すべてロストしてしまいます。所持品だけではなく、キャラクターのボディすらロストします。相変わらず理不尽だね。はい。レイダーたちは探索とボディの入れ替えを何度も何度も繰り返し、一番強い自分を作り上げてどこまで潜れるかを競うのが醍醐味となっています。皆さんに新たな面白さを感じてもらえると嬉しいです。
This is something I appreciate about all the Nintendo showcases, is that they always have a translator for stuff like that, so I don't have to just sit here and read the subtitles the whole time, because it's hard for me to try and think of things to comment on it when I'm busy scanning the subtitles to make sure I'm not missing anything. Deskworks, I don't know that studio. Thereby, I can't draw comparisons to any of their previous works. Bound to an unfinished draft of Prisoner. Okay. That's a really cool art style aesthetic to go for. The purposefully lowered frame rate, though, is a little distracting. Chronoscript, the endless end? The endless end is what you're going with for the title. The endless end. I mean, the game looks cool, but the endless end. I didn't realize you were naming it after that last Gamescom. This looks like it'd make for a really cool Metroidvania.
手書きのペン画というアートスタイルをベースに奥の深いダークファンタジーとして皆さんにお届けできる予定です。
Yeah, no, the art style is really cool.
終わらない物語がテーマですが、開発はしっかりと終わらせます。
クロノスクリプトエンドレスエンドは2026年発売予定です。
2026. No specific date.
お楽しみに。
Is that a PS5 exclusive, or is that just something that's coming to PS5? And how endless is this end that we're talking about?
Today, a new chapter in this land's history shall be written by our own hand.
We fight those who wield power to prey on the weak. Beasts who think themselves men.
What is this?
That is what it means to be a Green. The time has come to do what we believe to be right. Cliff, seek out your Green.
Okay, Mr. Voice Actor narrator here. I can hear how much you're struggling to keep this deep, gritty timbre into your voice. I can hear the struggle.
Comrades, uncover the truth that lies within, and let your hearts speak without fear.
In the end, all will come together as one.
We fight for the future of all. Sound the horn of our final battle. Fight! Fight for Pywell!
Your fight is not for revenge, nor glory, nor pride.
Is that another Scottish accent?
Remember who you are.
He sounds like Hiccup's dad.
For at the end of it, you will find the answers you seek.
And title card. Or release date. Crimson Desert. Sorry. Crimson Desert. Coming to PS5. March 19th, 2026. Okay. I mean, it's Sony. I know they make a whole bunch of technology. Why would we care about frickin' speakers? Just a quick comment on the whole speaker thing. They spend more time on those speakers than they've spent on some of these games. I don't use speakers when gaming. I don't... Like, if I'm playing on a console on the TV, I use the TV's built-in speakers. But, like, on PC speakers? No, I have headphones. I have headphones. Why would I get speakers for a PC? But, I wouldn't get speakers for my TV for gaming on that. If I was gonna get like enhanced sound thing for my PC or for my TV, it would probably be a sound bar of some sort, just to like enhance the actual volume. And I think they enhance the quality of the audio. Not super sure, because in my opinion the speakers built into the TV are perfectly fine, and I don't know why you would want to spend $800 on Goddamn Sony branded speakers.
Hi everyone, I'm Brett Elston.
And I'm Kristen Zatani.
That was your first look at the Pulse Elevate wireless speakers, which bring the PlayStation
you have to talk
audio
about
chat
them now.
To your desktop with planar Mega
Showing them
and
wasn't
PlayStation
their
Mode
speakers.
Wireless technology. Visit PlayStation blog
Oh my
for
God.
even more details.
Now, let's check in on what's next for PlayStation Plus. Up first is the October monthly games
PS
lineup.
Don't.
The
I don't
creepy
care
and
about
captivating
PS
Alan Wake 2 arrives just in time for spooky season, with Goat Simulator 3 and Cocoon rounding out the list. These all arrive for PlayStation Plus Essential members on October 7th.
If it was possible for me to care less, I would, but it's not. Oh, you get this bitch off of my
The
screen.
Last of Us Day is this Friday, September 26th. As part of Naughty Dog and PlayStation's annual celebration of this beloved series,
Last of Us
we're thrilled to
Day?
confirm the addition of The Last of Us Part 2 to the PlayStation Plus game catalog. We don't let anybody stop us.
You don't need to celebrate these games. This one just came out not that long ago. You don't need to celebrate them every year.
PS5 members, this includes The Last of Us Part 2 Remastered, the definitive way to experience Ellie and Abby's story, alongside additions like the roguelike survival mode.
Didn't it come out on PS5? What do you mean remastered? It hasn't even been a generation yet. I'm going to confirm just because I want to make sure. I'm pretty sure The Last of Us 2 came out on PS5. Maybe it was one of those things where it was like they held it back graphically a little bit because it co-released on PS4. Yeah, 2020. No, it was just PS4? When did the PS5 come out? November of 2020. So it was just PS4. It was like it came out the same year that the PS5 did. So sure, I guess. I mean, they have freaking The Last of Us 1, which released on PS3, remastered for PS4, and then remastered again for PS5. Why not remaster this for every goddamn console generation as well? I feel like you should only be allowed to remaster a game and sell it again on a console if it's at least a one generation gap in between. Like, if it was PS3 to PS5, then that'd be fine. But PS3 to PS4, PS4 to PS5, no, that's stupid. Especially since you can already play the non-remastered version on the PS5 because it's backwards compatible. Also, The Last of Us 2 sucked ass. First game is amazing.
Our update to the PlayStation
Second game
Plus Classics
is
catalog is extra exciting
not.
for fans of fighting games and the number 3. Tekken 3 from the original PlayStation
For fans
and
of fighting
Soul Calibur
games and
3
the
from
number
PS2
3, okay.
are coming to the service later this year.
You know what, narrator? You
Also
win points
arriving
on
this
this
year,
one.
Another all-time classic from the PS2, Tomb Raider Anniversary. And up next, a special message
I've never
from the
played a
creator
Tomb Raider
behind
game
one of
before.
PlayStation's most iconic franchises.
Sly Cooper? No, it's not going to be Sly Cooper. Is this Gran Turismo? Is that the one that's Sony?
Yeah, 皆さんこんにちは。グランツーリスモシリ
Yeah,
ーズプロ
Gran
デューサ
Turismo.
ー山内和則です。本日はですね、皆さんに
I don't
すご
really
く素敵
care
な
about
アップデ
Gran
ートを
Turismo
お
either.
伝えできることを大変嬉しく思います。この2025年の6月25日に、なんとグランツーリスモの、累計売上本数が1億本を超えたそうです。1億本です。この1億本を超えるってすごいことだなって、作ってる僕らも思うんですけれども、この1億本を、超えたことを記念して、この年末にですね、僕らはグラントリスモ7のスペック3のアップデートを行う予定です。スペック3のアップデートには
I'm gonna skip this one. It's not even a game, it's just an update to the current Gran Turismo. Again, I don't care about racing games personally. Unless they bring Burnout back. You want to bring Burnout back and I'll be interested. Is that the God of War? Okay. Like, the main thing I don't like about the PS5 is honestly just the aesthetic, because I think the white is ugly. I think white technology is disgusting. Give me black or give me colors, but not white. Oh my, Jesus Christ. That was surprisingly graphic for a trailer for one of these. This is the Wolverine game they announced that they were making. Hopefully, it's better than Spider-Man 2. I can't comment on Miles Morales because I didn't play that one yet.
Just has a way of finding me. But I'd be lying. Doesn't matter where I go.
Jesus Christ. Oh my God, I think Alex would be into this. She likes the gloopy goopiness, and she likes Wolverine.
Death's always waiting. Just not for me. Because I ain't no hero. I'm Wolverine.
Okay. Gameplay doesn't look bad. Fall 2026. It's a little goopier than I was expecting. But that being said, the gameplay wasn't the problem.
The question that comes up a lot to us at Insomniac Games is, are you going to make a Wolverine game that is as violent, as visceral as the character in the comics?
Honestly, you should just give us a Deadpool game at this point.
Is interesting because part of the root to who he is that he's an unreliable narrator. He has gaps in his memory. So Wolverine doesn't really remember a lot of his life, and that's got to be an extremely frustrating aspect.
He's this ball of rage and fury, but then he could turn on a dime, and he could be very, very kind and tender in the next moment.
When we're casting for someone like Logan, what we're looking for in character traits are someone who can convey a lot with very little being spoken.
When you have that first moment that we show in gameplay, there's so much emotion that you can feel behind his eyes. He looks relentless, he looks gritty, he looks angry, but also he looks maybe a little sad.
That level of acting and being able to just deliver that performance with believability across both spectrums was something Insomniac, ourselves, we all agreed he's the one. We don't need to see anybody else.
Hey, I'm Liam McIntyre, and I play James Logan Howlett in Marvel's Wolverine.
He looks like a young John Cena.
That's not bad. That one sort of works. Fans out there know what Wolverine is, who he is. My job is to try and find the essence of who Wolverine is, especially as he applies to our story.
He looks like John Cena. It's so distracting.
People take from him, people betray him. He still fights for people who can't fight for themselves. It's one of the greatest honors of my life, one of the biggest responsibilities I've ever had, and one of the coolest things I've ever got to do.
The entire game is built around staying true to the Wolverine experience.
And then how do we want to put our Insomniac stamp on that? How do we want to put our own spin and creativity, but still give something new and fresh the fans are going to be excited about?
It's the full package. It is a level of detail that we've never been able to do before.
You could see it in the trailer. You can see pores. You can see blood in between the little lines of his teeth. I love the attention to detail.
I could not care less
it's exciting
about
that we're going to be able to bring that kind of fidelity.
Hair follicles and shit in a
Wolverine's
game.
a character who goes to many places through the comics.
You'll see the Canadian wilderness, you'll see Japan.
There's a shot where Logan is sliding down that rooftop and you can see the breath of Madripoor in Lowtown.
It's always nice teasing the depth and the amount of characters that we'll be seeing in the game. Omega Red makes an appearance, Mystique is there, and there are some hints to other characters that
I don't know
fans of
Wolverine or
Wolverine
X-Men
will recognize
characters
for sure.
Another visual element of Marvel's Wolverine is the blood. The blood
Oh,
tech that was
trust
put
me,
into
I
this
noticed.
game is pretty phenomenal.
There's a part in the trailer where Logan jumps down and then he does the claws up through the face. That one I thought maybe was going to be taking it too far, but I am so glad that we have it. It looks fantastic.
Wolverine's combat, making that special, making that feel like him, making it feel different to anything else you've played, that's a tough job. What's so cool for me is
this guy is
this
creeping me
one
out because
section
it's
of
like
the
if
game I
John
got
Cena
to
was
try.
skinny.
It was just visceral and immediate and so incredibly satisfying, and I was like, this is gonna be amazing.
We're pretty excited about the artwork that we're using on the cover. It's dynamic, it's rough-edged.
You notice it doesn't look like our past games. It has a sense of urgency and forward movement and rage and fury, and that's Wolverine.
One of the cool things about Insomniac is they are probably the most collaborative group of people I have ever worked with. They make you feel part of their team. That's not something you always
Show
get.
us the game.
We've
Stop
been in a
jerking
creative
yourselves
collaboration
off.
with Insomniac Games and PlayStation for over a decade now. We've made some of the greatest superhero games of all time, and that was always the goal, making games that are timeless.
I think fans are going to be excited, but I'm also really excited about it because I'm really proud of what we made.
Wait, actually, how
We're
long are
focused
you
on
spending
making
to
the
jerk
best
yourselves off?
Wolverine
Jesus
game
Christ.
ever.
On behalf of everyone at Insomniac Games and the Wolverine team especially, we want to thank you for taking time
Just
to
come
watch our
already.
trailer. We can't wait to show you more in spring of 2026.
Jesus Christ. I mean, from the little bit of gameplay they showed, it doesn't look bad. But when I keep complaining about Spider-Man 2, the problem with that is not the gameplay. The gameplay in Spider-Man 2 is perfectly fine. I had my problems with it because they took out a lot of the fun elements of Spider-Man 1's gameplay, like the traps and stuff. All the little gadgets, I really liked those. But it was a story. So what I'm concerned here is, are they going to tell a good story? Or are they going to shit the ass again? I'm assuming that was the last announcement. I'm probably going to have to mute this part. It's probably going to be copywritten. I wouldn't be surprised. The highlight reels usually use copyrighted music because they're assholes. State of play. Thank you for advertising the live streaming times again after it's over. I'll be sure to remember that when that happens. Oh wait, it already happened. God, that's funny. I don't know why they have that little screen there. That's funny though. Okay, that was the state of play. It had a couple interesting things here. Not a lot of stuff I care super deeply about, but some interesting things. That Saros game. It looks like it's not a game that I would hate on, I don't think, but it doesn't look like it's for me. I can see why some people would like it though. This game looked like ass, but that's probably just because it's pre-alpha footage. And all we really got was like some narration over the gameplay, but none of the gameplay was explained. It was just like supposed to, I guess, sell you on the writing of the two characters narrating it, but like, I don't know, kind of cringy to me. Goes right in that cringe territory. Flight Simulator could not care less about. Battlefield 6 looks fun. I've never played a Battlefield game, so I can't really say how it looks in comparison, but Battlefield looks fun. I need to play one eventually. Deus Ex Remastered. I already spent way too much time on this. It looks like kind of a pointless remaster, but I am now curious to play the original, so it succeeded in something. Halloween. I'm pretty sure that's the same people who did the Killer Clowns from Outer Space tie-in game, which I didn't play that one, but it just seemed okay, and this one seems a little bit better. They're definitely trying to capitalize off of that multiplayer Dead by Daylight kind of horror theme, which it's not my preferred kind of horror game, obviously. I like like actual horror stories, like a Halloween game, I think you could make a good single-player horror story out of that. But I just don't think anyone is... I think people are too scared to try. Last Epoch. Looks like a... from the gameplay, it looks kind of decent. But I can see actually playing it, it could be pretty good. Games like this, seeing gameplay will never give you anywhere near enough of a representation of how it actually feels to play it. These are the kinds of games that you have to play to really get a feel for it and understand if it's good or not. And I mean, it looks better than Diablo 3, which I'll give it that. This one, just another basic anime life sim game. My wife might be interested in it. She likes those kinds of games. Not my thing. Sonic, again, same thing. Could not care less about racing games, especially knockoff Mario Karts. Neo 3, I couldn't get into Neo, so Neo 3 I doubt would sell any more. It's very Japanese, though, and I know Neo is popular. Same thing with Dynasty Warriors. Don't care about it. I haven't really played one of them. I want to play Hyrule Warriors, though, but that's just because I'm a big Zelda fan. Code Vein 2 is freaking weird. This is a weird-ass trailer. What a goddamn weird-ass shot to start a trailer with. Final Fantasy, don't care. Let It Die. I'm still a little bit confused on this because it's hard to really tell what's going on with the bitrate here being so bad and all the post-processing effects really covering up the video. This one looks really cool. The Chronoscript, that's what it is. I almost forgot the name. It's written on the bottom right there. Chronoscript. The art style here is really cool. I really like that idea in the gameplay. It looks kind of like what you would expect out of a platformer, but I think the art style is what really would be carrying it. It looks cool. I would try this. I think it looks interesting. Crimson Desert.
That was the one with the Scottish guy talking in the super deep voice that he totally has naturally, by the way.
Goddamn massive chunk of it spent on freaking speakers and PlayStation Plus. Don't care about either of those. I'm never signing up for a subscription service like that. The only time I've ever used Game Pass even is I've done free trials and I paid for 1 month of it and then I made the absolute most of it that I could in that time. But I don't do subscription services. I don't like subscription services. I want to pay for something once and then have it. Gran Turismo again. I don't care about racing games. I know God of War fans are probably going to be very disappointed that they teased this whole reveal just for a special edition controller. But I mean, didn't they just came out with a new God of War game not too long ago? So I wouldn't have expected a whole other game just yet. I guess they could have announced a DLC or something. But honestly, making a game and then not putting out DLC is more impressive to me. I haven't played the God of War games, the new ones, or the old ones actually. I might have to... Well, no, I'm pretty sure the old ones are pretty gross. And then Wolverine. Gameplay looks fun, as I said. I'm just worried about the story. Maybe it'll be good, though. I'm going to stay optimistic. They spent, like, half of this behind the scenes actually giving you behind-the-scenes information about it. And then they spent the other half of it stroking their own wieners. It's really funny. Half of that behind-the-scenes Wolverine was...
This is what our mindset was, setting up this Wolverine. Here's the voice actor and the mocap actor for the Wolverine character.
Oh, by the way, we're Insomniac, and we're, like, completely infallible, and we're, like, the best developers you could ever hope for to make something like this. So, like, please buy our game, and also, our pants are down, so you know what to do. Overall, I like to rate things out of 7. That way, a 4 out of 7 is a perfect medium. There's 3 points of goodness above that and 3 points of badness below that. So 1, 2, and 3 is various levels of bad. 4 is average, and then 5, 6, and 7 are various levels of goodness. That's why I use an odd number, so I get that 1 that's a perfect middle score. And then 7 specifically, just because I think 3 points above and below is all you need for like absolute garbage, bad, below average, and then above average, good, amazing. I think that's a really good scale that I like using. So this presentation I would probably give as a whole I was gonna say a 3, but then I was reminded that that goddamn announcement for speakers was longer than some of the trailers here. So I'm gonna bring it down to a 2. When it comes to these presentations, I rate them just based off of how many games I personally cared about. So this is not an objective ranking, this is my personal ranking. I'm not going to pretend to be an objective person. So, only a couple things I cared about. They spent too long on speakers, and they let Insomniac spend too long wanking themselves off. So I'd give it a 2. It was pretty bad.
With all that being said, thank you all so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.